The purpose of this video is to discuss how to use the Franklin Planner Weekly Compass, and we're going to get started right now. Hi everyone, my name is Tanya and I make videos on practical planning, organization, and small business. Hi! If you're watching from Facebook, please be sure to hit the like button. Please head over to my Facebook page and like and follow me there. Also, if you're watching from YouTube, hello! Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more great planner tips. And are you on Instagram? Please follow me at Tanya_plans. The purpose of this video is to talk about how to use the Franklin Covey Weekly Compass cards. This video was actually requested in the comments, and I am so excited to talk about this subject because I actually took a Franklin Covey time management paper planning course some years ago, and I learned how to use the Weekly Compass in that class. Now, I don't believe Franklin Covey offers training on their paper products anymore. Their trainings are now more geared toward digital. So information on the Weekly Compass is hard to find, and I hope you'll enjoy the information given in this video. Now, the whole concept of the Weekly Compass comes from a famous time management expert named Stephen Covey. And what he believed is that people should put things that are most important to them in the forefront so that they don't get to the end of their life and realize that they spent their lives doing things that wasn't even important to them. Now, all the items shown in this video will be in the link, will be in the description. And also, if you want discount codes, I'll have discount codes on my website, tanyaplans.com. Now, the whole purpose of the Weekly Compass is so that you can keep your values and your self-care items and things that are most important to you right here front and center. The whole idea is when we use our to-do list in our planner, sometimes we get bogged down running from task to task, knocking out small things, trying to meet deadlines, running here and running there, and sometimes we forget what's most important to us. So the Weekly Compass allows us to take a minute and reflect, and it's called a Weekly Compass because we're supposed to complete it each week and put it in our planner, and it helps keep the main thing. What is most important to you? So on this compass, it identifies what your roles are, what big rocks are, and other things that are related to the values in your life. So in order to complete the Weekly Compass, there's a little bit of prep work that we do in the Franklin Covey system, and that is to fill out a few of the pages in the starter pack. Now, many planner systems comes with gold pages and stuff like that, and some people skip through these pages and just start using their planner. But it's important to take a moment and fill out your gold pages because you want to make sure that as you're going through life, you're just not forgetting what's most important, because that is where the feeling of unfulfillment comes from, when you're not doing what's most important to you. So here are a few pages from the starter pack, and I'm just going to show you a quick example of what I wrote for these activities and how they relate to the Weekly Compass, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I write on my Weekly Compass. So this first activity is called Values, and here is where you fill in a value, something that's important to you, and a clarifying statement. So to give you an example of how to fill out your values, here is the value I wrote in, and this one pertains to family. So my value is family, and here are my clarifying statements. I will ensure the well-being of my family. I will do my part to keep my family on track and organized, and I will ensure my family has money now and for the future. So that is an example of a value. So next in this activity, we're going to discuss roles. So here on the insert, it shows, here you write in your role. And a role is something that you are or something that you do. And I'll give you an example in a second. Next, it says the key people related to this role, and next you do a clarifying statement. So let's fill out an example. Okay, so for this example, for role, I put that I am a spouse. I am married, so I have a role of I am a wife. So this is pretty much a spouse/wife. And it says key people related to my role, of course, is my spouse. And clarifying statement is, I will be the type of spouse who listens, have patience, display loyalty, uplift, and love my husband unconditionally. Just to give you a little background, my husband has end-stage renal disease and he has a lot of medical challenges. With his medical conditions, I want to make sure that I am the best spouse that I can be. So here is the goal planning activity. You would fill out this form for each goal that you have. So let's fill out one for an example now. So here is an example of a goal I've written down. For the value mission role, which is your why, I inserted, I will be generous via using my talents of finding great deals and reselling at a higher price. So what I'd love to do is, my goal is actually written here, and my goal is to generate an extra $200 a week in eBay sales. I sell items on eBay on the side. I work full-time and sell on eBay on the side. So these are the steps on how I will accomplish those goals. So I plan to dedicate an hour a week at actually listing items for sale on eBay. I will dedicate 15 minutes a week or so to just brainstorm on what to sell and how to obtain those items, because sometimes the items that I want to sell are not readily obtainable. So I have to think or strategize on how to get items to sell. And next is to attend yard sales or go to a thrift store once every 2 weeks to find items to resell on eBay. Now that we've completed some of the pages in our starter pack, let's talk about how these pages tie in to filling out the weekly compass. Now there are other pages in the starter pack that I did not go over. I just tried to go over the ones that pertains most to the weekly compass, so I wouldn't make this video too long. Now the weekly compass has at the top, and I'm going to take it out the pouch page finder so you can see it a little better, but at the top it asks the question, and you fill this out every week. It says, what is the most important thing you can do in your roles this week? And at the top there is where you put in your dates. Now the top section of the weekly compass is a section called Sharpen the Saw. Sharpen the Saw refers to self-improvement, and especially as we get older and as I get older, it's important to fill out this section because we kind of get complacent sometimes being older and just want to keep doing the same things. This section helps me remember I need to continually improve myself. Now toward the bottom here is a section called Big Rocks. These are the things that are most important in your life, and everything else around it is called gravel and falls around it. So I have roles here. I have a role as a wife or a spouse. One role is that I'm a mother, I am a co-worker, and I am a daughter. Now in the role as wife, I put up here that the most important thing I can do this week is have uninterrupted time and listen to my husband for 15 minutes. Now that may seem simple to some people, but as I work outside of the home and my husband has a critical illness, the time we spend together is precious to me and important. So I feel as a wife, I want to spend uninterrupted time listening to my husband. The next role I have, which is an important one, is I have a role as a mother. This is a big rock. And again, I have a goal to listen to my daughter who's going through adolescence, and sometimes she gets a little quiet. I want to keep her talking and make sure that I am connecting with her. So I have as a role as a mother, I want to make sure I listen uninterrupted to her. Another role is that I'm a coworker, and I have a teammate where we have to give a finance presentation, and this is a very big project for us, and I have to be the best coworker I can be this week is to just assist and help with the finance presentation as much as I can. And my last role is that of a daughter, and as a daughter, my dad recently had a heart attack, so I feel the most important thing I can do to help my dad this week and for this particular week is to help him sign up for Medicare Part A and B. So those are my big rocks and what I plan to do this week. Now let's go back up to the top of the weekly compass where it talks about sharpen the saw. Remember, this is the section on self-improvement. So for self-improvement, physical, I put down workout. I feel that that's the most important thing I can do this week for my physical well-being. Next, it talks about social emotional. Now, for social reasons, I feel like the best thing I can do this week is call a friend. And next, it talks about mental. What can I do best for my mental health? And I put to meditate or do yoga for at least 10 minutes. And then for spiritual, the most important thing I can do this week is either to attend church or watch church on live stream. So those are my Sharpen the Saw, my self-improvement activities for this week. So this is how I complete the weekly compass, and as I go throughout my days, now these are daily inserts, so as I turn the page each day and go to each day, my weekly compass is sitting here to the side, reminding me what's most important to me. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you found these real life examples helpful, and please feel free to comment and let me know what you think about the weekly compass. Let me know, do you use the weekly compass or do you use another method? I would love to hear that. Thank you so much for watching.